Hey there, it's Mindy. Well, we left off with me not sleeping, and sleeping too much. What am I talking about? Yeah, sleeping all the time. Well, that's ended now, and now I'm back to, not sleeping again, and when I do sleep, just sleeping a few hours at a time, but, that's okay. That's kind of my normal. So at least I can get things done that way. It's better than sleeping all the time. So the good news is I had my doctor's appointment today, so I didn't have to end up taking another pill for, trying to stay awake. So I saw my neurologist today, and everything went really well. I'm doing really good. I'm walking well. My balance is good. I feel stronger. Yeah, I feel like I can do a lot more, but it's still that battle of having to pace yourself, and not overdoing it. Because when I get set on something, it's really hard for me not to overdo it. And okay, I found the secret, for me at least, for the chronic fatigue and sleeping all the time, and I think this is what really helped me. Okay, so I think I need a project. I had nothing to do. I just came off of helping plan my 30th high school reunion, and that took several months of work, and then when it was over, I went, man, back to doing nothing again, and that's when the chronic fatigue really set in. And so I thought, okay, I need a project, and that's what seems to work for me. So this is what I'm doing. Okay, you know how I had a problem with my neighbors, or remember that video with the neighbors? So I've been giving that a lot of thought. And I've lived in this house I live in my whole life. My husband and I bought it from my parents about 13 or 14 years ago, and so I've been here my whole life. And the neighbors, we all used to talk to each other. Everybody knew each other, and it's not quite that way anymore. So this is my thought, and this is my project. I decided I'm going to have a block party. Yeah, I'm going to have a block party, and so for everybody on my street, and so the neighbor across the street, she's working with me on this, and it's going to be fun. And so I've printed up flyers, and I'm going to put them on everybody's door, and we're going to have it on the 4th of July. So I will film it, and I'll let you know how that goes. But I've been pretty excited about it, planning that and everything. So that's what works for me. So that's what I have to do. I have to keep giving myself little projects to keep myself busy. And I already have the one that I'm going to do after we get back from Limp Mansion. Yeah, it's going to be great. Okay, well, so let me get back to my doctor's appointment a little bit more here. There's a couple of points I want to make, because I went to discuss with my neurologist. I wanted to know his opinions on CCSVI. I had spoken to him about this before. And now that I'm more educated on what it is and everything, well, what it boils down to, well, he wasn't thrilled with it, let me tell you. I just got to be honest, okay? He wasn't thrilled with the CCSVI thing. I know this is going to piss a lot of people off right now, but, he said it's too new, it's not proven enough, and he had all these different reasons why that were logical and made sense. So this is what, before I get everybody all riled up, let me just say this one thing. I'm going to have to do what's right for me, and not everybody else, okay? So when I do these videos, it's my opinion only. It's not like I'm trying to make anybody go to one side or another or anything. I'm just telling you my experience. And so this is the way we left it. I'm doing really well on the Tysabri, and I tested negative for the JC virus, and so as long as everything is going well for me, for right now, I'm going to stay on the Tysabri. Yeah. So I have my 14th infusion next week, next Tuesday. So I know some of you aren't going to agree with my decision, and that's fine. You know, everybody has their own opinion. Like I said, I have to do what's right for myself. Okay, and the doctor says that there was one other thing today that kind of bothered me. You know how I was talking about my superpower, you know, about being electrified and, you know, having this sensation where, you know, I can, if I get close to anything electrical, I can feel that through my hands and my feet without, it's awful. And I found out there's a name for that. Well, this is where I dropped the ball today because I didn't take my notes. So I thought I was on top of everything. I thought this was a common problem because, boy, it sure seems like a common problem because y'all out there that have the problem wrote to me and told me about it, told me what it was. Well, this is where I dropped the ball. I forgot to take my damn notes and I couldn't remember what it was called. So it's called, if I pronounce this wrong, sorry, Lermite sign, or it's also called barber chair phenomenon. But when I described it to him, I mean, man, he had never heard of anything like that before. And that kind of scared me because he's supposed to be a really good neurologist, and I think he is. You know, there's not enough yet. You know, I'll give him one thing. But yeah, it kind of bothered me that he didn't know right away what that was. And you could tell he was really taken back. I didn't tell him I'm doing these videos, by the way. And you could tell he was a little taken back by the whole internet thing. You know, and I tried to tell him, you know, it's not like things I've read on the internet about multiple sclerosis. It's real people like me that I watch their videos and I listen to them. And they have the exact same things as me. That can't be a coincidence. I don't really think so. So that really bothered me that he didn't know that. And yeah. So I've rambled on long enough. So I guess I'll end it here. Okay, peace and love. Bye-bye.